think is the most untradeable of the two big guys, Julius Randle or RJ Barrett? Because I almost wonder, with all of Julius's accolades last year, getting most improved, obviously making all NBA team, becoming the first Knick to get MVP votes in a very long time. He's the older player. He only has a year left on the contract. RJ obviously is under team control for longer, potentially. But I tend to think if they were going to hang on to only one of them this summer in a potential big trade, I kind of think it would be Randle. Do you think I'm off base there?
He just brings so much value to the team, and they've talked about him in terms of being part of the core. Yep. And yes, he's older than RJ, so the upside isn't as much, but the guy is able to impact the game a lot more than RJ is. And if you take Randle off this team and you just have RJ as your number one, this team isn't going. They're not the 4th seed, not even close.
I don't think either Barrett or Randle's untradeable, but one of the aspects with Randle that I find interesting is if you deal him, what message are you sending around the league to other players, potential future free agents, about how maybe you're not really taking care of a player who made a huge jump this past season in Randle? You're not extending him, you're not re-signing him, you're trading him.
Well, here's the thing. You have, with the Nets, when they traded for Harden, they gave up Karis LeVert. They gave up Jared Allen, pieces of their core, that built the culture that allowed them to get James Harden. So I don't necessarily think it will send a message or a bad message to other free agents, depending on who they get back. Like, if you're going to do that, you need to get a franchise player, a superstar, not just an all-star, but a superstar caliber player if you're going to deal Randle in any type of deal.
But I wonder if there was a scenario like where you're presenting, Chris, where it's to bring in another star, maybe some kind of a 3-team deal. I mean, these things get crazy if you think hard enough about them, where he'd be happy in his new situation. As the Knicks, you'd have a superstar potentially, or a very, very good player, and also be able to bring someone else in through some other, deals or signing or whatever else the case may be.